Can you hear it loud and clear? Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to GM32, the hockey podcast. I'm Vito Scaringi.
I'm Carson Johnstone. As always, we're real excited about our guest. You know, when are we not excited about our guest?
We have some great guests, Carson. Huh?
We do.
Like some fantastic stories you guys have. We appreciate everyone for coming on so far.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody so far. But tonight we got Sabi, we got Owen Sobchak. This guy, I played against him my whole life, so you know I've known his playing style, and I've still never been able to defend this guy.
It's not
funny.
It's hard to break that down, huh?
No,
But
certainly.
I played against him too, Carson, a few years in the Goj and in the jungle. And the guy's a stellar guy. I know he's got some great stories for us today. I know may have a couple about his old man, the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I know him and his old man, my old man played together. I
Played
think
for Scoot.
He played for Scoot, correct?
Played for Scoot a little bit. He's playing Sweden now. Yeah, well, we'll hear all about it. But he's done well and continues to do well, and we're excited about having him on.
I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to GM32, the hockey podcast. You know I'm Vito Scaringi.
I'm Carson Johnstone, and we're here with Owen Sobchak tonight, all the way from Sweden.
Yeah. Sabi, what's going on, kiddo?
Not much, boys. Just hanging out, having a beer, you know.
That's it. Salute. We got a couple going right now. We're still looking.
Yeah, the season just ended here yesterday for us. Well, regular season, so...
Yeah, you guys did pretty well,
Gotta take the edge off. Pardon? What was that?
You guys did pretty well, eh?
Yeah, we ended up finishing fourth, so not bad. We got to bye the first round of playoffs, so it's nice.
Beautiful. Can't beat that. And so what were you telling me last night, Sabi? You put up a block shot or what?
Yeah, I don't know what got into me.
What? Yeah, seriously, that ain't like you.
Gearing up for playoffs, I guess. Got in the shooting lane, took it off the foot. Definitely deserved a beer afterwards for that one.
Oh, I needed it.
You gonna get the shot blockers on for playoffs or what?
I don't know about that. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, let's not get out of control here. That's funny.
Awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
Sabi, obviously we know you. We know where you're at in your hockey career and everything. But for the listeners, they don't quite know you. So let's tell them where you started. Right, you're a Niagara guy, but you're in Sweden now.
Yeah.
But let's hear where it all started.
Yeah, let's get your background here, Sabi, a little bit.
Well, growing up, started off playing in St. Catharines. First couple of years played AAA. And then my dad became the coach for the single A team. So obviously I wanted to play for my dad. Not like I had a choice or anything.
Yeah.
But played single A growing up. Won a few championships, got a lot of ice time.
Yeah.
I guess my dad was pretty passionate about me playing hockey, so took advantage of it. And then what did I do after that? Took a year off of hockey when I was 16.
Yeah. That was minor midget,
played
wasn't
junior
it?
for a bit. Yeah, or like major midget.
Major midget. Is that when you just played for St. Francis?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we beat you out at Sasa.
Yeah, something like that.
Has to throw that little dagger in there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Lucky
so-
goal, whatever.
So that was after. That was after minor midget. You decided just to play high school hockey.
Yeah, well, I went to junior B in Welland.
Okay.
Because at first St. Catharines was like, we're not gonna have a spot for you. So then I went out, tried out for the junior Canadians, and had like 21 points in 7 games or something crazy in preseason. And then St. Catharines is like, hold on, we want to we're not gonna release you. We want to hold on to you, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't really want to play major midget right now.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of rule where
You couldn't leave your center.
Release me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how it all worked
When we
out.
played, Sabi, that was the case because I went to prep school. Actually, it's funny you said that because I went to prep school and the only reason I was able to leave my center when I came home is because I had spent 2 years away.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you spend 2 years away from your center, then you can actually go wherever. But as a 16-year-old, you wouldn't be able to leave. So that's crazy.
No, exactly. So I planned on taking the year off, and then I think if I took the full season off, then the following year I could choose where I wanted to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I guess that's how that all worked out. And then it wasn't until the summertime when I was 16 I went to like one of those showcase tournaments in the summer in Philadelphia,
Nice.
where like an advisor from Smith Falls Bears was watching.
Mhm.
Like I was doing well at this tournament. He's like, "Oh, why don't you like come try out for our team?" And I was like, well, "Sure, like why not? Like,
Yeah,
what else am I
absolutely.
gonna do?" And then I went there, 5'3", 120 pounds, and made a spot on the roster.
Fucking
But it was
right.
pretty funny because like I don't know, after an exhibition game, I like went home back to St. Catharines, and the coach called me. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Well, I went back home. Like, you didn't really tell me if I made the team or like." He's like, "No, no, no. Like, we have a spot for you. Like, we had all intentions of keeping you around. Like, come back up here."
Yeah.
I went home for like 13 hours, then drove back up the next day.
Jesus.
And then played there my first 20 games of junior. Then I ended up breaking my wrist.
Ooh.
Yeah, so got hit during a game, broke my wrist, got like a plate put in, like 9 screws, and then when that happened, I was like, well, I don't really want to be sitting around just going to school in Ottawa. Like, I'd rather go home.
Yeah.
So then I healed up, went back home, and then the Falcons with St. Catharines, they offered me a spot.
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, let's just see what happens. And then, yeah, played the rest of the year there, like 20 games or so. Went to playoffs, lost to Thorold. And then that's when Frank Gurney took over in St. Catharines.
Yeah.
And I think I was out of there as fast as anything when that happened because
Yeah.
ever since minor midget, when he told me I was too small to play hockey, I didn't think I had a chance on his team. So went to Thorold, and that's when I started playing for your dad.
Yeah, you
Hey,
played for
let's-
Scoot.
let's
eh?
get into that a
I was
little.
just gonna ask you about that. Yeah, you played for Scoot. So, obviously we've had a few Scoot stories on here. So if we can maybe even just throw a little Scoot story in there on the way, let's hear one. I'm sure you got a couple.
Honestly, the best story that like I think of your dad, like it's not really like to do with hockey or anything. It's like one day, it's actually like a sad story. One day, I believe like one of your good buddies had just passed away
Yeah.
in a car accident, and then I went in there and like I didn't know him or anything like that, but I went in and talked to your dad, and I was upset that like I was on the fourth line. He sat me down. He's like, "Well, like it's just like where I am on the roster right now, but." He made me like think about. He's like, life's a lot bigger than hockey. Like you need to realize like what's going on in the world. Like you should be happy. Like you're able to play hockey. Like you're on the fourth line. You're living your life. You're doing what you want. And like something that he said there, like it's really stuck with me. Like I have to play this sport. Like there's a lot bigger and worse things going on in the world.
Yeah, man.
So that's definitely a Scoot story that I'll always remember.
Yeah.
But I definitely remember the story that you told a few podcasts. When he came rifling into the room.
Yeah. Oh man,
so.
it's great.
He's so passionate, man, and you can't beat that. You can't teach that either. You know what I mean? You're born with it or you're not.
He's got a way to talk to guys and touch guys, like like they're just the connection that he can make with guys, right? Like it doesn't even have to be hockey. And oftentimes when he talks to guys, like, well, do you remember Greg Cirilli?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of my dad's favorite stories, he talks about Greg Cirilli and just having a conversation with him about life and stuff, and it's those kind of things that turn guys, even hockey careers around, because they think about stuff in a different light, and it puts them in a different mindset, which then allows them to play better hockey and learn, right? So it's cool that a story like that, just to I guess helping you become a better person.
And like exactly, and like when you think of a coach, you think of a leader, and like the leadership role is like something that you can build off of, like outside of the rink as well.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, so Thorold, now you finished your junior career in Thorold?
Yeah. Last year we got like new owners or whatever, like Maroney and Front Row Sports. They decided to sell the team because I don't know. I think there's politics behind the scene.
Yeah.
With the new owners coming in, and I don't really know what happened, but yeah, finished there. At the deadline, I actually got dealt to Caledonia, but I think the player from Caledonia didn't report or something, so the trade didn't end up going through.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like I didn't even know it happened until like someone sent me a Twitter, and it was like one of the reporters from the St. Catharines Standard is like Sobchak headed to Caledonia. So, this is news to me because at the time I said I only wanted to go to Welland because that's where Sheehan was.
Yeah,
Like,
Jimmy.
Shout out.
Yeah, and we're pretty good pals. So I was like, yeah, like I'm either gonna try and win or I'm gonna play with my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
And then both things didn't happen.
Yeah, you ended up knocking us out that year, I believe, though. When I was with the Canucks year last year, you guys gave us a smack right at the Gale Center.
Yeah.
Guy gave us a licking.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. No problem. We deserved it. Good job. You were Thorold always. We always had a good little run-ins. You know what I mean? Niagara Falls and Thorold. We always played tough. It was always Niagara Falls, Thorold, and it seemed like St. Catharines a lot too. We always battled. And, we always had good times. I even remember when you and shout out Cam Stewart. You guys kind of got into a little tussle there, a little war story. Can we dive into that? Can we get your side? Can I get your side of that one, Sabi?
I don't know. I think my side's usually the same in all the stories. I was doing something I probably shouldn't have been doing. And I don't know, being the small guy I am, I like to get under the players' skins. And I don't think he was too fond of that by any means.
No, I don't think he liked it too much.
One thing led to another.
No, you guys turned out pretty good.
I think we patched things up like later on in some summer hockey when there's some beers involved. So.
Oh, absolutely. That was one thing. That was one thing good about the jungle. You know, and I think Carson, you can back me up. So can you, Sabi. We left it on the ice.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We'd go out, we'd see each other downtown St. Catharines or wherever, coffee shops, bars, and we'd have a blast. We'd buy each other beers, have a great time.
Yeah.
We left it on the ice, but we still battled when we went there too.
Hang on.
Oh,
You mentioned downtown St. Catharines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Sabi, I got an image burnt into my mind that
yeah.
because I saw it a couple times. It's bar closed, and we're wheeling past Pepper on the corner, and that was your favorite spot. And you'd always be in there with the fedora on the dance floor, just giving her. After the lights are on, and you'd be in there.
Lights on, eh?
Lights
He closed the place down on the dance floor.
Yeah, just
right.
preparing for the next day to open it back up.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Exactly. That was fun. Good times.
All right, Sabi. Let's kind of dive back into it now. So after Thorold, you wore a heavy left shoulder and throw a little A-bomb there. You had a great year. You had a great career in the jungle. You ended up going to the ACAC. How was that? The college puck.
It was pretty good. Like at first, I did a few visits, like D3 schools, Plattsburgh, Westfield State, and then didn't really want to go to the States too much, and like it was a lot more like cost friendly for me to stay in Canada.
100%.
And then back to the Sheehan thing, like he played I don't know a couple games in the OHL, so he couldn't go to the States.
Yeah.
Or he had to sit out or something. I don't know the rule about it, but we wanted to somehow play together, and then the school just like emailed us out of nowhere, like, hey, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, not sure right now. Like, we want to keep playing. And then one thing led to another, and nine of us from like that we knew of.
Yeah, there's a
like,
handful he is.
Yeah, that's insane.
yeah, there was nine of us rookies all went to the same school that all knew each other, like me, Sheehan, Drake Hart, Tommy Bars,
Birdie.
Liam Van Buren. Yeah, exactly.
Holy,
Dude.
the
Dan
whole
Shinobiak.
group of you went, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They were
that
honestly
rookie
like
party was a good one.
kind of like yeah, no doubt, eh? But they were kind of like pioneers, honestly, because me and Parksy followed shortly after. Like we tried it in down in D3, and that same kind of thing, right? Cost wasn't friendly at the time with the exchange and everything. So me and Parksy started looking into other opportunities, and we seen that all you guys from the GOJHL had headed out there. And, we went out to Portage, and we battled and played against you guys. But, that league out there, I was happily surprised with the hockey. I didn't expect much going out there, to be honest. I was just like, well, we'll play some more hockey in college, whatever. But I was happily surprised with the quality. It's good hockey, man.
Yeah, and like you have a lot of guys like coming down from like the WHL, like real like fast paced big boys. Like,
did you play with Ponich?
I definitely. Pardon?
Did you play with Ponich at Augustana?
Yeah. I played 2, maybe 3 years with him actually.
Yeah, he
but
was
his
in the
last
A,
year
wasn't
he
he?
kind of got injured. Yeah, he played a few games in the NHL. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, so there's good players in that league, a lot of good players, but so it's great. It's great that and I don't think enough guys know about that league out there, and I try to promote it because we played out there, right? And I try to promote it to guys around here because look where you're headed now, right? After a few years there, and actually maybe even tell us about how you were at Keano and then transferred over to Augustana. What was that like?
Well, it's sad that the team Keano actually folded.
Yeah,
Because,
that's right.
That's what happened, eh?
So, at April, when the semester's ending, we had like a meeting, like, oh, by the way, there's not going to be a hockey team next year. And we're like, well, where's that leave us? There's like 27 guys now that are playing hockey that don't have scholarships anymore either. So it was kind of hard, but at the time, few schools from the ACAC reached out and they were interested. Again, me and Sheehan wanted to keep playing together. It's like we had a bond or something. But,
think you like each other. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like I know the guy. But what was they saying? So yeah, the team folded. Grant McEwen contacted us.
Yeah.
St. Portage actually.
Yeah.
And then University of Alberta Augustana. And like Grant McEwen, they offered the most, but we just beat them out 2 years in a row in the playoffs. So we weren't heading there.
Yeah.
And then the next 3 years, they won the championship. So
you probably should have headed there.
Eh?
Yeah, looking at that one, it probably should have went there. Got, I don't know, probably the same level of education. But the reason why we went to U of A is because the degree that comes with it, like top notch, like top 5 school in Canada. Like you can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's prime.
That's awesome, man. U of A is amazing. And you know what? Great campus, great rink. Camrose Kodiaks play out of that rink, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you been there, eh?
Oh, dude, well, I played there. Played against them.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, true. How was that? Hey, how was that?
Yeah. Well, how was that? Holy Christ, what do you mean? How was it playing against this guy since I was 5 years old? I played against him forever. It was a pain in the ass.
Really, eh? Always you guys played against each other. I didn't know this.
Yeah, because he's my age.
Yeah.
Played against each other
because we played single A against each other too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude,
He's a pain in the ass to play
I
against,
couldn't
right?
escape him, for Christ's sake, and then even though it was.
Tried.
So, anyways, bro, Sabi, you made a great jump. Eh? You ended up jumping right from U of A to Alta.
Yeah, exactly.
Alta. How was that? How was that jump for you, bro?
Honestly, like, I actually contacted Carson before I did it.
Oh wow!
Because Carson played there the year before I went.
Oh, you were there the year
I wanted to know.
I was in Alta, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to know like what it was all about because I just knew like the way my university career ended, I still wanted to keep playing hockey.
For sure.
So, but I didn't want to keep playing and it be a hassle. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to enjoy it. Yeah. So I reached out to Carson, and he had nothing but great things to say. So that made it a lot easier. And then, yeah, things were good there. The hockey, like Division II, like there's some really good guys that come down and like play that had like Allsvenskan games, Division I games. Like the hockey's good. But you can see, like, towards the bottom teams, like, the skill kind of drifted off a little bit. So there's some games where you're just like, what's going on here?
A couple point night
games,
fortunate.
Exactly. Good for the resume. But it was good. Like, I was fortunate enough to, at the end of the year, like, the deadline last year, Division I team reached out to me and wanted me to go play with them and go for their little playoff run that only lasted 2 games.
Strumsbro.
Yeah.
So, actually, the year before, Strumsbro was in our division. And, the year prior, we actually had a real strong division because Strumsbro was good. Valbo was very good. We were pretty decent in Alta. Soderham had, like, Coop and Lusky and Cirque and all those guys. So, like, our division was actually pretty strong. And Strumsbro ended up moving up to Division I. So that's cool that you ended up playing there.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure Alta and Strumsbro, you guys played each other like 12 times or something crazy.
It was ridiculous, dude. Yeah, and I actually always played pretty decent against Strumsbro because I liked the competition. They were so good, right? Like you said, like you play some teams where it's like, all right, like they're not that great, and then Strumsbro you'd play, and it's like these guys are hockey players, like they're all good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, the only bad thing about it, their change rooms are in a different building, so you had to do the old skate card walk across the parking lot to get in
way!
there.
Insane.
Dude, parking lot, straight up walking through a parking lot in your skates with guards on.
Yeah,
people
are shooting pucks at nets, and you're walking by.
Yeah, they got outdoor like shooting pads and stuff.
That's
it's
crazy.
Wild. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
Definitely different, kind of cool to see.
And then so after Strumsbro, the playoff, the 3-game playoff run, 2-game playoff run. You're in Tags, and that's where you are now. How you feel, man? You're having a great year so far. Like you said, you just had you're heading into playoffs. How you feel right now, bro?
Pretty good. Like first year Division I, like full season.
Yeah, having a good one too, man.
Really strong. Pardon? What'd you say?
Sorry, you're having a good one too, man. Congrats on that.
Yeah, thanks. Could be better, but as long as I'm positive, that's what keeps me going.
That's it.
But yeah, some of the guys that I played with and like played against this year, just the skating is top notch over here. Like people turning on dimes, and like I think of myself as a pretty good skater, but these guys are skating circles around me. Like it's crazy.
They can fly out there.
And,
They move, man.
And like the ice is so big, like the space you have just to embarrass kids. It's awesome.
I gotta ask you, talking about space on the ice, have you seen Bandy out there? That sport,
No.
Bandy?
Yeah, Bandy's nuts, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I haven't watched it live, but like
it's crazy. I saw a game live one time. We were down in Yavla or something, and like there was a game going on, so we just like took a quick peek. Man, it's wild. It's literally just like it's a soccer field of ice.
And you have 11 guys, right? 11 on 11.
Yeah,
it's
massive.
insane.
It's pretty cool.
It's like speed skating, hockey, soccer, like all combined into one.
Yeah.
it's
wild.
It's
sport.
something else.
No,
Very
it's great.
cool.
I think I would have been pretty good at it if I played. Like,
Honestly,
Zipping around out there, eh?
Yeah, exactly. You can hide out there.
No, man, absolutely. No, I'm glad. We got through Sabi's career there. The guy had a great career. He's still hammering it out in Sweden right now. Brother, like you sent me a funny video the other night, and or yesterday, and I kind of want to bring it up to the listeners here, brother. You decided to take a shot on net. You know what? I'm not even going to explain. I want you to explain what happened to the listeners here, and then we'll post it for you guys. We'll post it on our Instagram, GM32 _ the hockey podcast. We'll post it for you guys on there. Little Sabi incident. Here you go, Sabi. Let's hear it from him.
Well, to start that game, I think we were down like 3-0 in the first 7 minutes, so things weren't going well for us. Yeah, coaches wasn't too happy after like I think it was like a 9-hour bus ride, and like we told our coach we didn't want a pregame skate because we were going to come out ready. So we're down 3-0, and we get a power play, and our coach is like, "Come on, you guys got to do something. Like it's 3-0." I was like, "All right, I guess like might try and spark something here." So I saw the opportunity. The puck came bouncing out to me. I rifled a slap shot. Got blocked, unfortunately, but the puck went up in the air. I was like, well, here's a chance to maybe drive the net. And,
maybe.
Next thing you know, I ended up in the net, and I kind of had to go through the goalie to get there. So.
And just completely untouched after, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Untouched.
Like, well, definitely not in Canada right now.
Dude, if we were in the jungle and that happened?
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'd
god.
be eating fish. Yeah. I'd probably still be on the ice.
Jesus.
Dude, I honestly watching the video, he's like, "Oh yeah, Sabi sent me this video of and you can't really tell where you're at in the video, right? Until it happens. It's just hilarious. You just run him over, man. Oh my god. And everyone just kind of looks at you.
I felt bad for the goalie, so at the power break, I kind of went up to him. I was like, "Yeah, sorry, like I didn't mean to like run you over." And he's just looking at me, trying to comprehend the English.
Yeah. No, that's great.
That's awesome. Well, Sabi, what's kind of the plan? Moving forward, I guess. Like obviously this year you're having a good year. It's been tough with COVID, but you've been lucky enough to play a season. You're ahead of the game, far ahead of the game than most guys. So moving forward, what do you want to do? What are you thinking?
Honestly, not quite sure. Like I want to keep playing. I definitely have a few more years in me, that's for sure.
No doubt.
But I've been offered contract to come back to tag next year.
Nice.
So might be doing that. But I also want to reach out there and see what's out there. Like the reason to play hockey now is to see where it can take you, and if I'm able to visit a few more countries along the way, then why not try?
That's a great attitude, buddy.
Absolutely. We talk about that all the time on this podcast, using hockey as that vehicle to experience things. So, if you could even give some of the listeners out there some advice, like you've used it in a lot of ways as a vehicle to experience so much, and you're going to continue to do so. So, like, even if you could just touch on just, your experiences and what hockey's given you,
Yeah, like, the best way to look at it is like at the end of the day, you're going to have to work for the rest of your life. So if you're able to use hockey and see what's out there while you're still young and like still fit to do it, then why not? Like obviously it's not going to be a smooth path the entire time, but
of course
there will be those bumps. But
as anything,
you learn from those.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
It's just like going to work on a Monday. You're like, that's not the most fun thing in the world, but you still got to do it.
Yeah.
So say I go to another team next year and it's not successful or I'm not having fun. You just like you learn from it.
Yeah, bumps in the road, and take the small rewards you can take, and like you said, learn from it. So that's a great attitude, just moving forward. And if it were up to you, how long could you play this game? How long would you do it?
Well, if it was up to me, who knows?
It is up to you, kind
It
of.
definitely is.
I'd probably play as long as possible because it keeps me out of trouble. So
Yeah.
How about Yager? 49 years old. See the goal he scored?
No, I didn't. I missed it.
Dude, he still scoring goals. He roasts the defenseman wide and just cuts in and snaps one home.
Yucks, buddy.
Maybe that'll be you, Savi, 49.
Yeah. Well, did you play with what's his name in off the
Daniel Raffner.
Raffner.
Yeah.
This guy's a legend.
Yeah, he played in the SHL.
He's like,
Come on.
yeah,
Oh,
and
is he
he's
over?
like 40. He's over 40 now, I think.
Yeah, he's up. He's close to
good.
there. He's got to be 40 or more. And good, just
And this-
smart.
Yeah, like sees the ice like
Yeah.
unbelievable, and yeah, like something like that. Like even if you're not playing at like the top divisions or the highest divisions, if you're still able to give it, then why not?
Why not? I know when I was out the 7 weeks I was out in Hog Force to the pandemic or whatever, they had a little outbreak there. But I know we had a 41-year-old on our team. His birthday was like right mid-season, and honestly, like the wheels might not have been there, but the brain still spun well, and he thought the game well, and he processed it, and you know, I learned a lot from him over the 6 weeks. Like you learn from those guys, man, and it's
Yeah,
something
exactly.
special. You definitely learn it.
Well, Savi,
Even
you
just
said
like
too-
the passion that they show, like showing up each day. It's like like you enjoy doing something when you want to keep doing it. Like
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool out in there. Like I haven't seen one person in Sweden not in shape yet, so it's crazy.
Oh my God,
It's true.
That's what I say it all the time. Like it's ridiculous. They take care of themselves so properly out there. They hold themselves up accountability wise, and they and they're always in shape. Like they feed themselves properly. They treat themselves properly. They treat each other properly. It's a great time out there.
You can see
Yeah,
why
it's you can learn from it.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
can see why it's rated one of the most highest, best places to live in the world, I guess, every year. You know, like perennially. So that's great. But Sabi, you talked a little bit earlier about the skating differences and stuff, and how you learned even from some of the guys and just how good skaters they are. But what are the real differences? Because a lot of guys, in this line of work too, they talk to me about Division 2 and Division 1 and the differences and that step, even because you played Division 2 and did really well. That jump up to Division 1, like what is the real difference? Like how different is it? Because we got so many guys that think they can play here, think they can play there, and not a lot of opportunity. And you've been very lucky to play Division 1 and do very good. So.
Yeah, I definitely say the speed is something like it's a half step faster for sure. Like you can notice guys are just like wheeling around the rink, and it's amazing actually because like what they do off the ice, you can really see on the ice, like the training that they're doing. Like in the summer, they had a program where the team's meeting up like still 4 times a week, and they're going out for runs. They're doing like training in the gym, so like. They actually take it very seriously as like a team thing.
Yep.
And if you're not in shape, you can tell. So I had to hop on that board of being in shape when I got here.
Yeah, you've always kind of held yourself accountable to all that stuff, and always kind of made yourself aware where you had to be body wise and mentally wise before season, and you prepped well.
Of course, as a smaller
Exactly.
guy, right? You gotta rely on those kind of
Exactly.
things.
And it's not like I'm going to go to the gym and bench press like 200 pounds. Like
No,
that's not
absolutely
going to get me anywhere.
Your conditioning's always been there though, ever since I've played against you anyway, and that's something they hold themselves very accountable to is their conditioning. Always conditioning out there, the way you recover from that kind of conditioning, and what does your team kind of do out there for like I don't know, training wise out there? They give you a gym and whatnot.
Like during the season.
Yeah, like during the season, we still have we'll have like practice 4 times a week, and then 3 times a week after that practice, we'll have like a team workout. So you're still hitting you can choose to do it after practice or before, like depending if you're working or if you have school, like whatever fits your schedule. But there's still like a mandatory program that they put you through.
Right on.
And it keeps you like
Now the guys on your
Um,
team in Division 1, do they have like jobs as well, or is it their job? Like, do they just play hockey?
some of the guys do. Actually, majority of the guys are working
They are, right?
because keeps them busy during the day. And like the city that we're in, Umeå, it's a pretty big like city, lots of jobs. So
Yeah.
and I think I want to say if you're not working, like you're studying. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
a lot of guys in university, they'll go to class and then they come to practice after or whatever. But there's no one like just sitting around, just
Doing
going
nothing.
hockey.
Right on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier to us a little bit off the air here. You said you're like living in a university town out there. How's that feel for you? Did it bring you back kind of back home, like kind of because you know Brock and whatnot, like it's kind of help you out?
Exactly, and like being in a university town, I think made it like really easy for me because a lot of people here do know English and speak English pretty fluently, being that they've studied or are studying now.
Yeah.
So the transition there is really easy. It makes it like feel like you don't miss home as much because you can actually go to a store and have a conversation with people.
Yeah.
And like what I've found here is like people enjoy speaking English, like they like to show it off that they know how.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And you know what, they're pretty good at it. Like
Yeah.
they want to learn, and they're very like I think like they're fluent. Like I never had an issue at all. Really, I don't know about you, Carson.
No.
No, I didn't. I didn't really ever have a problem over there. Denmark was actually even better than Sweden, which is really cool. Yeah,
Well,
they're
Rip's
very, very good at English. But yeah, that's great. So Sabi, now end of this year, you're heading into playoffs. So
Yeah, it's
how's the
good to
team
touch it.
feeling? How's the team feeling heading into playoffs?
Well, yesterday wasn't a good game by us. Last game of the year, we ended up losing 8-4, but our place was already like we knew where we were going to finish either way. So I don't think the guys' minds were in it too much.
Yeah.
But we have a pretty strong team, like top lines, like Allsvenskan players that have came down or played games this year. Our goaltending's awesome. Our defense is where it needs to be. Like I think we have like the teams that finished above us, we've beaten already this year, so we know we have a chance. But the thing about Division 1, there's so many teams, so there's a whole like South Division that we haven't played against yet.
Yeah, like Murray and all those guys, eh?
Exactly. So we'll see how that goes. But the way playoffs works here, the higher you finish, you get to pick who you want to play each round.
Oh wow.
So the top seeding gets to pick each round who they want to play.
Wow, that's cool. So is it like below a certain seed is the pool that the higher teams get to pick from, and then it goes from like top down, and then I guess the last two just end up playing each other?
Yeah. So like the way it works is 8 teams make playoffs from the North and South Division. So that was like the hockey of 10. And then there's 4 divisions for all the teams that didn't make hockey of 10, which was the cutoff at Christmas. And they all play a small series. And each team from that, if you win that series, you make it to playoffs.
Okay.
So those 4 divisions each give out one team. And then they play the 7 and 8 seeds to see who makes the playoffs.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why we get to buy the first round because we finished 4th.
Nice.
So the seventh and 8th from each division will play those 4 seeds, and then after that, then we'll do like the draft, I guess, of who you're gonna play.
Yeah, you guys do best of 7s all the way through.
No, best of 3.
Best of 3s.
Yeah, quick. So if you have a bad week and you're done.
Yeah, wow. You know what that's all about, playing college. So that's no different for you.
Exactly.
Same thing, eh?
Yeah, college is
it's
very
easy.
similar.
Same thing, eh?
Yeah. So that's
You
cool.
either show up or you're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, it's good that you got that experience, and those guys over there have definitely experienced it. So good luck, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, good luck in
Thank
the
you.
playoffs
Appreciate
here.
it.
Dude, you're. I'm excited. I want to. I kind of want to do a little Facebook Live with them or something like that. Maybe mid after a nice little series win or something.
Yeah, we might have to get
If that's
that going.
Zombie, we're gonna have to get you on.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a
Keep
little
you guys posted for
post game
sure.
interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the locker room.
Yeah, with a little with a Grangus in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Sabi, honestly, we like to hear, we finish off on the lighter side all the time. We're
Love
kind
it.
of getting near the end, but you got anything funny for us over the years, in Sweden, like just something for the listeners, just unique or something good.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does.
I got a few in the wall. The one that comes to mind, I think it was my first year at Augustana. we're playing McEwen, go
Yeah.
figure, and we're losing 6-1 after the second period, and our coach comes in just looking to tear someone a new one, and I'm there just like disappointed, like what's going on? It's 6-1 after 2, and coach like yells at everybody, and then he looks at me, he's like, Sobchak, this isn't fucking summertime hockey. You can just get undressed. I'm like, all right, guess that's the end of my night. So this is Friday night. So me and another buddy that wasn't playing that night, we got a couple beers after the game and ended up going out to like one of the clubs in Camrose. Not really a club, but one of the bars.
Yeah.
And we ended up shutting it down at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Standard Sobchak.
Obviously, we had a few too many. And
Did you have the fedora on?
The next day, we had to go up to McEwen the next day to play the back-to-back.
Yeah.
And I was in the lineup.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, just hurt. And then we ended up winning the game 3-2. I had 2 goals. One was the game winner. And the buddy that I went out with, he had the other goal. And then the coach comes in after the game and gives his speech. He's like, all right, Sobchak, I guess you can play that summertime hockey.
That's all right. That's beauty.
That's funny. All right, I guess you can play that summertime hockey. That's
and something
hilarious.
Scoot would be like too, though. You know what I mean? Just,
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what you said before? A guy would just come in, read me out, and just, all right, boys, here we go. Like loves you guys, like you know what I mean? But
Scoot hung a guy up on the hooks one time
Come
by
on.
his gear the whole period. And he sat in there, and then he came back and he let him play the rest of the game after.
no way,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Coaching 101.
That's awesome.
Yeah, great story. You can't do that anymore. That's an old story.
Yeah. So you know, a lot of
That's
things.
funny.
The game's changing, right? What are you gonna do? But like, no, Scoot's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know what, Sabi? I think we're wrapping it up here. It was great having you on, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let you go to bed too. I know it's a little late there right now. You know, Sweden's what, 6 hours ahead of us?
Yeah,
6 hours.
Yeah.
getting later.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
But,
but appreciate you having me on. You guys are doing a hell of a job. Like
Thank
whenever
you.
I'm on those road trips I was talking about, I tune in and listen, and just
Thank you.
like hearing the stories like from the league that I played in and like
Yep.
guys I played against. It's pretty cool. Like you guys are doing a hell of a job.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man. I appreciate that. It was cool because we were actually just sitting here, like when we started, like just shooting the shit, and we're like, man, like so many people would probably just from our area at least
Yeah.
we thought would probably just love to just hear a bunch of the old guys from around here because we all know each other, right? Like our league, it's so
Yeah.
tight. Longest road trips, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
like, we all know
Yeah.
each other, so it's just it's a cool, unique situation to take advantage of. But I'm glad everyone's enjoying
And
it.
it kind of like makes you think like I wish I would have like somehow like written more of it down. Like I wish I would have
Yeah.
kept track of all the story. Like
Yeah,
You
you
know,
know, this
I
is the
had
way to do it.
Yeah, and then that's what we're doing right now. You know, everyone's kind of getting inside. Like there's a lot of things that I didn't know about people or Carson didn't, and the viewers definitely didn't. And
Viewers, we got a viewers.
We got a viewers. Yeah, sorry guys, viewers, listeners. No, it's great. And like it's just to kind of catch up and like I think Wes said it good the other day. He's just like to be able to tell good stories of good Niagara Falls people and good Niagara people around the area, right? And again, we're glad to have you on, man. We congratulate you for what you're doing so far in your career.
And good luck.
And good luck in the playoffs, man. We're gonna get a hold of you during the playoffs.
Yeah, thanks, boys. I appreciate it.
All right,
Absolutely, man.
brother.
Have a great night, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, Sabi.
Yeah, you
See you,
too.
Sabi.
Take care.
What a nice episode tonight, having Owen on. Why did I just call him Owen? That's funny. That's the first time I've ever done that. Sabi, honestly, no, Owen Sobchak. But yeah, Sabi, loved having you on, buddy. You're having an awesome career. You're continuing your career over there in Sweden. We're gonna follow you in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. We'll keep everybody updated. We're definitely gonna post that video of you crashing that hard. And,
Oh, yeah.
And man, I love having guys like Sabi on, and all of our guests, like genuine guys on and off the ice, and just a great stellar guy.
Yeah, stellar guy. Like, we were telling those stories of being at the bar together and stuff, and playing against each other, same kind of thing. You'd always be the guy just beaking in your ear, like friendly chirps, nothing too crazy, but he could get under your skin, definitely. But awesome.
I know that role too, so I understand how he feels. He plays it very well, and you know what? Congratulations, Sabi, on career. Thanks for coming on to GM32, the hockey podcast. Don't forget to follow us and listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
And as always, from GM32, the hockey podcast, we got one question for you.
Can you feel it now? Would you take